All right, good morning, guys. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late, but it's all right. We'll get there. GNUS shocked me. It did break over $8, but I would really expect a pullback today on this. I mean, if it just keeps climbing, it does, but after that big run yesterday, you would think it would have a pullback soon. But who knows? Good morning. So CIDM moved pretty big in pre-market. But I don't want to touch that yet. TMDI sideways at the moment. DLPN trying to push up at the moment. Let's see, where's we getting hung up at? Getting hung up right at 215, it looks like, a little bit. Somewhere right in there. IBO selling off right here at the beginning, coming down to this support, but it is in a downtrend. So I gotta wait to see if it can pop over that. Same thing with LIVX. A bit of a downtrend right here at the moment. CanF looks ugly. And not much on these other ones. So now let's see. MREO. Okay, they got a private placement. Put on the watch list for now. AVS. So SPCB was awarded a 5-year national electronic monitoring contract in Latvia. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but I'm gonna pronounce it. So there's a lot of PR this morning. That's why I'm not really too gung-ho at the moment, trying to jump on anything. I kind of want to let everything do its thing. ANTE. That's kind of weird. It's popping up with barely any volume. CIDM pulling back some. GNUS. Look at there. Halted on the way up, so this thing is still getting attention. Crazy. Alright, and now Thinkorswim is wanting to be laggy. Alright. We got a bit of a trend line here on DLPN. But yeah, I'm just trying to let everything shake itself out because volume is kind of all over the place. And we got volume on CIDM. But CIDM's on a pretty steep trend line at the moment. It did just break pre-market high on this candle, but we're kind of got some resistance here at this 450 area. Oops. REO still slowly popping up. I just want to shrink this list. So I'm not having to look through so many stocks. It's a lot of good PR. Okay, so we did just hit 450 here on CIDM. Now it's breaking through. Yeah. Now saw GNUS is halted on the way up. Now I'm going to just take TMDI off. I don't like TMDI. I'm not going to take it off yet. It's getting a little... It's trying to build some support here at 60 cents. DLPN trying to break up above this resistance. It's kind of a triangle. Let's see. It's still getting... Now it's starting to break through at 215. It looks like 217 though is some resistance. So maybe it's not the 215, it's the 217. Let's see. Let me redraw my line here, but you can see it's going straight across here. Yeah, okay, that looks a little better. CIDM breaking out some more. CIDM is just, man, it's just not, it's on a very steep trend line. I imagine $5 is going to be pretty tough resistance, but not really sure. Oh yeah, DLPN starting to come up to this pre-market high. It looks like it may break it. There's some selling at 230. It's holding it back. No, there it goes. So it looks like, well, let's see. There it goes. Yeah, now it's breaking the pre-market high. So I may look for possible trend line play here if this comes back down to the trend line. So pre-market how's at 233. GNUS still running. TMDI cracking that support. I'm going to take TMDI off. Ooh, so DLPN pulling all the way back below the pre-market high. $217. CB doing nothing. Memorial pulling back. And take that off. Take that off. I'll take CanF off. So trend line's all the way back down at 185. It's probably 210 or 220 might hold a support. That's what I want to look for. I want to look for an entry possibly on this around 220, maybe 210. My dog's being crazy. He's losing his mind. Let's see, how far is this going to come back? Now, this could just bounce off of this pre-market resistance here at 233, possibly. A lot of buyers trying to come in here at 230. Okay, so there goes 230 cracking down some. I'm going to go here in this support. 219. And then my stop loss is going to be at 210. See if this support holds up right here. Damn, 210 having some, okay, this is dropping pretty quick. Let's see if it pops right back up or not. If it doesn't hold $2, this is not going to be good. I just caught a falling knife on this. I should have waited just a little bit to see if $2 was... Yeah, I should have waited for this candle to close, because if $2 doesn't hold up, then this is going to be an ugly loss. And it's starting to... $2 is trying to hold up, but it's really testing it. Yeah, I messed up just a little bit. Should have waited about 2 more minutes to see where that candle closed. Really wasn't thinking it was going to pull back this much. I mean, that's quite a pullback, because it had upward momentum. See, this candle's fixing to close. Let's see if we start climbing back up. This is real sketchy. Real sketchy at the moment. Let me see if I can put a stop loss in at like 198 just to be set. Okay, it's one of those stocks where you can't put limit orders in unless you're right on the price. I do not like those, but just have to sit here with my finger on the trigger, I guess. If I start pushing back up and get over 210, see, I don't want to... If it keeps testing $2, we're going to crack, so it really needs to stay above 205. Yeah, I think 2 is going to crack. I think this is done. Yeah, 2 is starting to crack. I'm getting out. So, yeah, I made a mistake there. Now, I could bounce off the trend line, but my entry was so bad if I try to hold any longer and then this trend line doesn't hold up, then I'm going to take a really bad loss. So, I'd rather just be safe. I mean, I held it too long anyway. I should have really cut out right as soon as this 210 cracked. Yeah, you can see it's testing those areas. Well, that's unfortunate, but oh well. Just a bad entry. I wasn't expecting it to pull back that much. Because we were building nice little upward momentum. Just made new high today. Breaking over that pre-market high. So I was expecting a little pullback, but not this far down. It looks like that trend line may hold, so yeah, I probably I just didn't wait long enough. See what else is happening. CIDM still trying to climb. GNUS doing whatever it's doing. IBIO still in that downtrend. This is not doing anything. MRE is still moving a little bit. SPCB not really doing anything either. Yeah, it is. You're right, Daniel B. I'm very aware of what my account's doing. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, see, a good entry would have been on this trend line. I should have waited and seen if this pullback was going to be this big. Just really wasn't expecting it to be that big. But that's the thing. You never know. You never know which way a stock's going to go. They can look as good as you want them to. Now, if IBIO can break over this downtrend line, let's see. It's kind of like... like there. It might could get going. Give me just a second, guys. I can't believe how much Genius is running. It's crazy. The DLP is trying to hold up that trend line. See, trend line may be more like... yeah, that looks better. OCIDM made a nice move all the way up to 6. What's the SPY doing? The SPY's all the way up at 312. Good lord. Mario not really doing anything. See DLPN starting to crack his trend line. Yeah, it's starting to crack a little bit. Yeah, that may be all DLPN had. Just that one little quick run. If it cracks the trend line here, it's going to be done. XSPA is getting attention today. I didn't even XSPA didn't show up on my scanners. Yeah, XSPA, yeah, it's getting some attention for sure. It's like it's trying to break $2. Let's see, DLPN came back up right in the last minute though, so it did hold the trend line so far. This is going to be an indecision candle when this closes. So if the next candle, let's see where it opens up. If the next candle opens up and moves over the top of this red candle, there would be a good chance that it could start moving again. Well, that candle actually turned green right there at the last second. See, XSPA is on a bit of a trend line. See, IDM pulling back a little bit. GNUS getting halted on the way down, pulling back. So this stock is going to be a wild ride today. Alright, a lot of up and downs. Oh, MREO just got halted on the way up. Started breaking, it broke over this kind of 350 area, 345. Ran about 50 cents so far. Now, this is what I was worried about. There's just too much going on this morning. Try to pinpoint. CIDM pulling all the way back to 450. DLPN starting to pop up now. It's trying to hold. It's still trying to hold this trim line, so there's still a chance for DLPN possibly hold it at 9. IBIO looks like it's cracking this downtrend. It's probably done. Or cracking the bottom support of it. Yeah, there's just too many retail traders on GNUS. I've been seeing GNUS all over Facebook, you know, just new traders and stuff talking about it's going to the moon and buy and hold till the 15th or whatever for whatever reason. So there's just too many people on this, and it's going to be, you know, it's moving out of a lot of emotion. That's what's moving this stock. A lot of retail traders into it. So, you know, it's going to be very unpredictable. Because you got to think if you know, a lot of retail traders, a lot of newer traders are in this, you know, they're probably not going to be buying and selling at support and resistance lines probably. And then experienced traders are going to try to make money on this, but it's got this momentum. So there's a lot of people on it. But the predictability to me is just, it's not going to be there. Like I was saying yesterday, I didn't even think it was going to get over $8. I'm surprised it's as high as it is. You know, it hadn't been over $8 in 3 years. So now, you know, when is a pullback going to happen? Because there's really not been a pullback since $1.61. It just went straight up pretty much. So there's gonna have to be some pullbacks at some point. And the longer this keeps going up, the more sketchier GNUS will be, because you won't be able to know when that pullback's gonna come. So if you just hop in, you have a very good chance of getting destroyed. To MREO. That gap down out of that halt. So that's kind of nasty, a little gap down on this play. And it's trying to push back up. If it breaks $4, it could start running and get halted again, but it's going to be real sketchy. Nice. I mean, if DLPN can hold up this trend line, then absolutely it could run 250. What do you mean it's a trend line? It can keep going up. It just broke through these two resistances right through here. As long as the trend line holds, it could easily run 50 cents, Daniel. We haven't seen, you know, it's trying to break back over 2, which is starting to kind of do now. But it's still a little sketchy. Now it's starting to look a little better. A lot of selling at 2, though. It's got to get through all that. There you go. Let's see if it starts breaking 2 here. Yeah, it's starting to break 2 now. So a little bit of a bounce off the trend line so far. So how's XSpot doing? There you go. XSpot's starting to move for you in one life. Starting to pop back up a little bit. And that just needs to break 2. If XSpot can have a strong break of 2, it could keep climbing. 2 is going to be some resistance. You can see there's some resistance at 190. CIDM is trying to hold up. Got a bit of a trend line on this guy too. And the trend line's right at that 450 area, but 450 cracks and then drops below all this, then it's not going to do anything. DLPN coming back down a little bit. It needs to start holding 2 as support, or it's going to crash. And that's what I'm saying. This GNUS just too unpredictable. And there's a second halt on the way down, so now $8 could be strong support. You know, if this crashes all the way down to $8 because it was, you know, such the high for over the past 3 years, that could become support, but you'd have to be careful because you don't know if it's going to hold or not, because it still can move all the way back down to $6. So it's a little tricky. That's why I just want nothing to do with it. Next spot is trying to break out. Slowly is climbing, unless it drops off here. Looked like for a second it was going to try to climb up to 2 and break that 2. Ooh, DLPN cracking this trend line, so now DLPN's done, it looks like. And most likely it is done. Because even if I adjust the trend line at the bottom of these, that one is still let's get this get paused again. No. CIDM cracking at 450. So that trend line is gone. XSpot's having a little bit of trouble there. MREO is starting to come down. So that just came out about 14 minutes ago. Indices are lower as market rally pauses following worse than expected U.S. jobless claims data. VTI is what? VTI-TQ, what is it? It's getting destroyed right now. It seems fine. XSpot's really having trouble trying to get up there. GNUS coming down some more. You see it bounced, came all the way down to 8. Let's see if 8 holds the support. Oh, it's getting halted again on the way down. Yeah, it just got halted again. So 8 is probably not going to hold a support then. So that's what I was saying, you know, the stock's been going straight up. You never know. At some point, you know, stocks go up, they must come down. At some point, this had to come down. And this is what destroys accounts of traders. This will destroy your career in a day. Because I'm sure that I guarantee there's some retail traders out there who saw this run, saw it pull back, and saw it start coming back up, and was like, oh, it's going to go crazy again. And they got in probably right here, maybe even at the top of this candle, looking for it to break 1150, and then it just dumped on them. Like, I guarantee that happened, and they kept holding and holding and holding through these halts, saying, oh, it's going to come back, it's going to come back, the stock's going to the moon. And now their account is ruined. And hopefully they're not on margin, because if they're on margin, they may end up losing their house and car. So, oh, the merger happened today. Okay, you said RIP like it was. Yeah, there's Nicola. You said RIP like it was getting killed or something, like somebody was shorting the hell out of it. That's what I thought you meant. Oh, DLPN cracked that trend line, so DLPN's done. XSpot coming down to the trend line, still couldn't break up. Yeah, no, I know what you meant, rest in peace, but I thought you were saying like rest in peace that the VTIQ was getting shorted or something. Yeah, I'm sure the shorters did lose some money yesterday on GNUS, but they're gonna make it back today. They're already making their money back today. They probably got a hold of it right here. They're like, this is enough of this. I mean, right here, $11 down to $8. That's a $3 short. If you want to count up here, it's a $3.50 short. So far, we still got to get out of this halt and see what it does. I mean, let's see. There's a little bit of support at 750. Maybe a little bit at 7. But most likely this will come back down to 6, because if shorters lost that much money yesterday, they're gonna be firing today. But you know, it could easily go either way. You know, they could come out of this halt and drop down to maybe 750, and then buyers start coming back in because it's way cheaper than it was. And then we might get a short squeeze and it pop right back up. Who knows? Who knows? RE is just weird. I don't like that stock. I don't like the way it's barely moving and getting halted and stuff. So when does this get unhalted? And we'll take a look at it. Okay, so it should get unhalted in a minute unless it's a 10-minute halt. Well, actually, maybe in the next few seconds. Because I'm interested just to see what happens, on GNUS today myself. Like I said, I did not expect it to get over $8. And it did. And after hours and pre-market and a little bit today, but now it's right back down to $8. So to CIDM. CIDM's looking a little ugly. So this must be a 10-minute halt this time. XBOW might start testing. It's starting to test this trend line again. Oh boy. 183 starts cracking. And looks like it's going to. Well, no, there's quite a bit of buyers at 183. It looks alright. I thought for a minute there it looked like a lot of the support was going to get taken out, but it held up, so it's alright. Kind of got a little triangle going on here. I don't know what your entry was, One Life, but XBA's a little sketchy. It's not terribly sketchy because buy-in's coming in every time it comes down the trend line. See IDM with a nice bounce so far. You can see right across here is 380 support. It's bounced off of and ran all the way back up to 430. Took a little 50-cent bounce in there. Maybe more if it keeps coming up. So that's kind of what I was looking like. I was looking for on DLPN was it to come down a little bit, bounce off, one of those closer supports for a nice bounce like this. But it didn't quite drop down and slow. It just dropped down quick. Oh, let's see, GNUS out of this halt and down to 750 so far. Actually, it was all the way down to 7. Yeah, shorters have got control of this. Boy, it's about to get halted again. Woo! Woo! Somebody's account is ruined. Look at the sales on the ask. Oh. Oh. Yikes. So there's some new traders and probably some experienced traders right now who are laying in the floor in the fetal position crying. Like absolutely crying. This is what I was saying yesterday, guys. This is why I completely avoided the stock yesterday. One Life got a good little shot in there right at the beginning of market open. But once this came up and hit $8, I said that $8 is going to be so tough. And it broke. It did break over 8, but we've been going straight up. And when stocks go straight up like this, they usually come straight back down. So, it still got the trend line at $6, but it very well could hold up $6 and maybe keep slowly climbing. But it is very possible that it could go even lower. But this move right here, this nasty red blood waterfall, that could have easily happened yesterday after it hit $8 here. That same thing could have happened. Or when it hit $8 here. Or when it hit $8 here. It hit $8, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 times before it finally broke. Yeah, those shorters who lost money, they came back in with vengeance today. But that's why I do not like trading stocks that are up that high. What is oversold on this stock? Like, the stock's been running, since for about, a month. It's been running for about a month. and it was 21 cents. May 5th, this was 25 cents. So where's oversold at? 25 cents? A dollar? $1.50? Like, you don't know, you have no idea where everybody's going to feel like this is oversold. I mean, is this oversold? Is that too much selling? If it drops down to $4, you know, maybe right in this area, would that be oversold? I don't know. I mean, you can look at the RSI if you really wanted to, and maybe follow that, but you know, it's hard to say, because you get this big nasty crash like this, then you know it's halted now. The question will be, what does it do after this halt? Because there's a ton of people well, I mean, yeah, it dropped 36% one day, but it's also, you know, it's ran, let's see, $5 to $11 in what, 24 hours? That's like 200% up. If stocks can go up 200%, they can come down 200%. Like 36% is a decent drop, but you know, it could easily come back down even more. Like at this point, anything you do really on this stock is going to be a gamble. Like, you've got to let it shake out, because right before it halted, if you saw the ask, there was about, I don't know, probably 100 million shares on the ask. So that means everybody was trying to get out of this, and not that many people got out of it before that last halt. So it's probably going to sell off more, most likely, out of this halt. Like, it's at this point trying to buy a dip for recovery, you know, maybe, you know, possibly it could be. Looks like it might be unhalting here in a second. This could possibly maybe be the bottom, but who knows? You know, this is not only a fallen knife at this point. This is like a fallen Ginsu sword off of the Eiffel Tower. So, like, do you want to stand there with your hands out like this, looking up at the Eiffel Tower, and try to catch the Ginsu sword as it's falling? Like, I'll catch you, Ginsu sword. It's okay. Like, that's what you're doing if you try to dip by this right now. Like, you might catch it, but you also might slice the whole right side of your face off. So that's the risk you're taking if you try to, you know, buy this at this point. So that's why I was curious. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see how much this was going to come back down, just because it just felt like it was doing too much the past few days. Because here's the thing. Outside of this being a penny stock that's went on a big run, what is this? What is this company? What is Genius Brands? Is it a clothing company? There you go. That's what you want to do. You want to wait. You want to wait for it to hit the ground. So say you got to give it time, let it shake itself out. But here's the thing you gotta ask yourself. I'm pretty sure this is a clothing company. Alright, what possibly in the world could a clothing company do all of a sudden after 3 years to make their stock run from 25 cents to 11, almost $12? What major breakthrough does a clothing brand have to be able to make their stock run 10,000% in a month? There's been stocks that come out with FDA approval for cancer and stuff that don't run 10,000% in a month. You know, they're coming up, they're getting FDA approval for treatments of cancer or whatever. This is a clothing brand store, or maybe not store, but clothing brand. So what could they possibly do? You know what I mean? Unless they invented a shirt that like is bulletproof and temperature controlled, like some type of futuristic shirt. I mean, what could they really do to grow that quick? Like I don't know. Like I haven't looked at none of the PR on this stock or anything, just because I knew it was a clothing stock, and I was just like, eh. Is it? Let me make sure it's a clothing stock, because I really don't know. I haven't looked that much into it, but I'm pretty sure I thought I saw it was a clothing stock somewhere. Okay, so not a clothing brand. Not a clothing brand. I was wrong. I thought maybe I was wrong. But still, the company offers Rainbow Rangers. So 10 th- so Rainbow Rangers is enough to make this stock's value worth 10,000% of what it was. Is what you're telling me. I don't know. I don't know if Rainbow Rangers is worse or better than it being a clothing brand. I think I want to go back to thinking it was a clothing brand because, uh, like, I just don't see how Rainbow Rangers is changing the world enough to make the stock run this massively. So, like, if it was a biofarm company, you know, maybe a oil or drilling company that found some new mines or something, or a new solar energy type thing, or a new tech company that's got some crazy invention, then I could see it keep running and, you know, uh, consistently making gains. But Rainbow Rangers, nah. And that's the other thing. That's the other thing. Let's say, for example, let's say this Rainbow Rangers was going to be the new Pokemon. And any of you guys are close to my age, you might remember when we were a kid, Pokemon came out all of a sudden, blew up, it was huge. Let's say Rainbow Rangers did that. Maybe. Maybe with all the branding and licensing deals and stuff they could do, maybe the company could grow that fast, you know, 10,000% or whatever it is. Maybe that's a possibility if they were on Pokemon level. And I'm sure Pokemon still makes money because they do movies, you know, they do some things like that. I think they still have the trading card game probably, and they've got video games and stuff. But that was released back in my day when we didn't have as short as attention spans as the kids do now. A lot of the young kids who are going to be watching Rainbow Rangers also have access to Netflix and YouTube and about 5 million other shows that they can watch. So even if Rainbow Rangers was to blow up, and that's what this company is big on, this is what they're making all their money on, is Rainbow Rangers still going to be around in a year? Or is another company going to come out with another branded cartoon with sales and all that? You know, a lot of these cartoons and stuff like that, they go in and out. You know, it's just they usually just trend. Like Rainbow Rangers might be trending right now. So GNUS could, you know, it could have a good year. This whole year it could be up and down and continually growing and stuff like that, possibly. But long term, do you think Rainbow Rangers is going to be around in 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, even a year? Like I said, we have these short attention spans. You know, we went from this year we're going from crisis to crisis in seconds. Last year it was we're going from, you know, what was the trends last year that changed a whole lot. It's always something, but the trends change fast. So I just me personally, I don't know how much this company could actually make and sustain off of Rainbow Rangers for a long time. So yeah, I know, back in my day. No, I was just trying to make a point. Like, this company could make money. The stock could keep climbing, you know, over this year or whatever. If Rainbow Rangers is trending, I've never even heard of Rainbow Rangers personally, so I don't, you know, I thought this was a clothing brand company, which was still enough to me for me to be like, I'm not dealing with this. And so now scalping is fine. One Life scalped it yesterday. He got a nice scalp on it, you know, right there somewhere in that area, and made a pretty good profit on it. Like, scalping and all that's good, but the people who are buying this stock is mainly the people who are buying and holding this stock are mainly new retail traders, which is what I was saying earlier. Like, there's a lot of new and retail traders on this stock, so there are going to be a lot of bag holders. And I'm sure there was some, like I said, I'm sure some of them ruined their accounts today, thinking that this was going to go to the moon, thinking that Rainbow Rangers was going to take GNUS all the way to $100 a share. They probably had their Rainbow Rangers t-shirts on and everything, like, come on, make me rich, and then, ouch. So, from a quick day trade scalping point of view, yeah, you could have been scalping this bad boy all the way up. Like this, if you're an experienced day trader, you know that you could scalp this all the way up, in and out, in and out, in and out, being safe, tight stop losses, locking in your profits. You know, you could have done that all the way up. But the majority of people who's been trading this stock are not experienced day traders. See, XBAW cracked. Oh wow, XBAW did crack hard. Yikes! So has anything done anything today? I mean, we had a couple of pops right out the gate. See GoGo popping up a little bit. Oh, LiveX actually did have a little reversal here of this downtrend. MREO had its quick little run. Yeah, so today is just a rough day. I mean, I'm not making an excuse for my loss. My loss was just stupid. I just had a bad entry on DLPN, but just seeing nothing else doing too much is kind of surprising. I'm going to look up real quick. I'm going to look up what this old Rainbow Ranger stock is about. I want to see what their finances look like. Now that I actually know what this stock is about, I am absolutely shocked it's ran this far. I really did not think. Before I knew it was Rainbow Rangers, I didn't think it was going to break $8. So now I'm really shocked that a cartoon got people that excited in the stock market. It's just trend money. That's all this is. It's just trends. Like, I guarantee this company will probably not be around in 10 years. Unless, like I said, Rainbow Ranger blows up like Pokemon, then it might. So, they have a very low float. That's pretty clear. All right. Negative 238% profit margin. Negative 104% profit margin. Return on assets, negative 12.7%. Return on equity, negative 104%. Okay, they got a revenue of $5 million. Quarterly revenue growth, 563%. Total cash, they have $633,000 in cash. They have $10 million in debt. They have operating cash flow of negative $7 million and a levered free cash flow of $642K. So they could get halted and get investigated. You know, if this was a pump and dump scheme, then the SEC will halt this, and it might be halted for months while they investigate whether or not this was a pump and dump. When's the last time it got halted? Whoa, where did that? Let's see. Hold on. A press release came out in the middle. Register offers 60 to 1 minimum shares for sale by selling stockholders. So, that's a very vague. Oh, no, right here it is. Yeah. So they're doing an offer, a common stock offering of 60 million shares. Yahoo Finance, they have 24 employees on GNUS, and people thought this was going to go from 25 cents to $12. Yeah, this. Oh, here it goes. It's on halt. Whoa! 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 Look at that nasty gap down. Yikes. I was going to say, there's no way people are going to come in and buy right there after this big gap down. Everybody who was in up here, who's bag holding, they've got to be selling. Nasty gap down. Gross. Gross. If this cracks $5, it's going even lower. And here we go. $5 about to crack. $5 getting 8 up. It's about to get halted again. It's getting halted on the way down again. Guys, this is what I was saying yesterday. This is not the stock you want to mess with. Unless you really know what you're doing. Well, okay, it didn't get halted. I thought it was getting halted again on the way down. Now it's getting halted on the way down. Some shorters just made... Some shorters just made a killing. Some shorters just made their year. The shorters that got in up here around $11 and shorted this down to here so far, I mean, this is a straight bloodbath. But yeah, this is why I stay away from these type of things when I see them. Yeah, no kidding, man. Whew. So your trend line's cracked, so you can go ahead and remove that. God, nasty, nasty drop. Just pure disgustingness. Man, I'm laughing because I feel so bad. I feel really bad because I know somebody is still bag holding this from $11. Some new trader, man. Matter of fact, let me pull up Facebook and see what the Let's see what kind of comments are going around now. Because this morning people were still saying buy into. Yeah, yeah. As soon as I started scrolling, no, I mean I feel bad because that I can't imagine how it feels because I've always, even when I was a rookie trader, I stayed away from things like this, and if it started crashing, I got out of it as quick as possible. But I just feel bad that people they just don't know any better. I mean, it's not. I probably shouldn't feel bad. It's not my fault, but just I can't imagine what it feels like to blow an account up like this. Yeah, I mean it's true, but like a lot of them don't know any better. That's why I feel bad. It's not. I don't feel bad for the traders who've been around for 3 or 4 years or even 1 or 2 years. I feel bad because we had the quarantine and the market dropped, and there was a huge influx of new traders coming into the market, and this is going to be their first really painful lesson. Like I don't care about the people who's been trading for a while. They should know by now. If you've been trading a year, you should know by now that this type of stuff can happen very easily, especially with these penny stocks. But like I'm saying, the people who's only been trading a couple of months, who really haven't found a good YouTube channel yet, or they're following some mentor who probably was telling them to buy and the mentor was shorting. A lot of that's going on. I just feel bad for the people who are new, who this is gonna be their experience. This is gonna be their worst experience in the stock market, and they're gonna quit trading. They're gonna say, they're probably gonna lose a lot of money in a time right now in the country where we really don't need to be losing money. So that's why I feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for the guys who are on StockTwits who've been there, who pump and dump stocks all the time. One Life just tearing them up on StockTwits. Well, that's what they get, man. It is what it is. Like I said, it's just the new traders. Because I feel like everybody should have the chance. Every single person should have the chance to learn how, at least, to invest long term. And I guarantee a lot of people saw this as a long term investment and got in it, and now they're probably like, "What is going on? The stock market is rigged. It's nothing but gambling." It's really not. You just gotta kind of know what's up. Please read out the comments. I'm not gonna say. I'll read out a couple of comments because I'm pretty much done trading. Then we'll give it. We'll give the. We'll call it a day here. I'll look at Facebook, and then I don't even look at StockTwits. So actually, hold on. I'll look at Weeble boards. Weeble boards will be interesting. We'll read some of these comments for the comedy of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When life, it was, it wasn't like this was a difficult thing to see. This wasn't, the stock market didn't scam anybody. I was saying yesterday that it was too high up and I didn't want to buy it. And Daniel B's been saying, it's a fool's game for a while now. So it's not like it's impossible to predict this. Like nobody saw this coming. A lot of experienced traders knew this was coming. If I was a shorter, I would have been all over this. I don't like shorting though personally, but this would have been a huge shorting opportunity. So it might explode again. Who knows? There's a guy saying stop selling. They are not offering more shares. What a train wreck. Will this go back up? What happened here? What happened here? What's the deal? Why is everybody panicking? They fooled us. Why can't I sell? It's over. Don't forget how great this company is. 1 minute ago, don't forget how great this company is. You guys are not cool. This is the problem with our country. Cheaters and liars. What is happening? This is ridiculous. They halt it twice and we all lose money. Is this stock being manipulated? What do you mean? Nobody purposely halts stocks. They only halt stocks when they can't control the amount of bids and sales and the orders coming in, so they have to freeze the stock and take the time to match all the bids and the ask and match all the orders up so they can get everything straightened up. Yeah, it's just no bueno. It's no good. But that's what I'm saying. That's the part I don't like, that I wish like new traders could find channels or communities where they can be where they can learn not to buy into this type of craziness, because when you do, it just ends up so bad most of the time, especially with people pumping it. That one comment was a minute ago when people said stop selling your shares. This company's a great company. That was 1 minute ago. Like, if you haven't figured out from 1173 down to 473 that this was a massive pump and dump and you just got caught up, then that's just terrible. But yeah, stock market, guys, it's real. It is real. Things happen. There's always trends and scams and schemes and all that stuff going on. That's why you got to be smart. You got to be smart and look for trades that are high consistency trades, where you're not buying anything that can turn around on you and drop $8, $7 in a matter of 30 minutes. Yikes. So, alright, guys, we'll give the stream a few more minutes here. If you got any questions or suggestions or anything you guys want to talk about. But I'm fixing to call it a day here real soon. We'll see what happens if this gets halted on the way down again, or if it starts trying to find some support. Buyers are coming in right now. A lot of buying. This is getting halted on the way up now. See, I wouldn't want to touch this. Still, I just would not want to touch this. It's just too crazy.
Who knows? Who knows what the stock is going to do at this point? But bunch of nonsense. Save popping up pretty nicely. See what else is going on. Not too much. GMPX had a nice rip. And then SPY up to 312 still, trying to chill around there. Well, I think I'll call it a day, guys. So we'll be back tomorrow for Friday day of trading. We'll see what tomorrow brings, what kind of craziness is happening. But yeah, appreciate everybody joining me as always. You guys stay safe out there, and make sure you hit that like button if you don't mind on the way out. But yeah, have a good one, guys. Until next time.